I met a Gypsy.
Where does the Motocross Nations rank? Because you made me cry.
Was the best. I think that was the utmost. Fuck, probably career highlight. Yeah, it has to be that career highlight, like winning Motocross of Nations for Australia. That is what it is. Winning Motocross of Nations for Australia for the first time in history is something we've wanted to do for a very long time. We've wanted to do that before winning an AMA title, believe it or not.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, that's and just to the progression. Redbud, third. Ernay, second. Madeley, first. We're done. We're not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, hang it up. Like, dude, just that's such a cool progression and just sick. And then to later share that in Melbourne, Marvel Stadium, with the Oz public and fans and supporters and just the moto community. Not even fans. Fuck. The moto community.
Yeah.
Like,
our people.
Our moto community.
Yeah.
We felt like the Avengers.
Dude, the way that, like,
epic.
You have, you obviously have a lot of success here, but you can get very disconnected.
Yeah.
You can
Big
be
time.
here.
Big
you
time.
can live here. You can never go back to Australia. You get your life here. Jet's got an American girlfriend.
Yep.
You're married here. The dogs. You probably
Yep.
have kids. The whole deal, right?
No kids yet.
Yeah, but you will have kids at some point.
Maybe.
So it's like very easy to just be here, live here. This country's given you a lot.
We're living the American dream.
Literally,
and we
dude.
love it.
Yeah.
And we're so grateful.
But that heritage of where you come from and what it means to those people and the support, like I think you guys got a bit disconnected from how important you were to Australia.
Yeah.
And that's natural. That's a natural thing to have happen, right?
Yeah.
And so you win Motocross of Nations, you go back a couple weeks later to packed Marvel Stadium, bro, and just like, I was so glad, and I'm pretty sure I said it to you guys, like, before you went, like, you're going to freak out at, like, how it's going to be. The reception was crazy, and, dude, I'm sitting up watching the opening ceremonies with Millsy, and and Sammy, and we're sitting there like, fuck yes, like, this feels like the boys deserve this moment right here. 40-something thousand fans were so stoked, and it's like everything kind of led up to a really beautiful moment that night.
Yeah, it did. It's the best night of my life.
Really?
Yeah. I said it to Tommy and the thing, that was cooler than winning any of my titles. Jett agreed. Cooler than winning any of his titles. Dude. That was the peak. That was the coolest feeling ever. And we're eternally grateful for everyone that attended that and supported us on that, because it was sick. England, we had a lot of Aussies there. It was epic. It was cool. And the American public are so unreal, and they embrace us and welcome us with open arms, and we love it here. And we consider this our home now.
Yeah.
It is, for the most part, it's our home. We couldn't have had this life we have here in Australia because the sport's not big enough. We don't have the population and stuff. So it's cool, man. It's just such a happy ending to the movie, like, feeling thing.
Yeah.
Life's good. It's amazing.
What did it, that night, did it change you guys, do you think? Like, to have that night and to, like, really feel that level of support?
Yeah, it did, because we hadn't ever gotten it up until then. Like, it was 2015, it was almost 2025, so it was almost 10 years since I'd raced in Australia. So it was pretty sick, because we never wanted to return back to Australia until we had achieved some goals. Because if we had, it means means we didn't succeed, we failed, right? So that was just the coolest feeling, to come back successful.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished,
yeah,
kind of thing, And there's still so much more to go, obviously, but in the time being.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys have just ticked so many of the boxes.
Further than we ever thought we would go.
Yeah, and that moment really felt like it kind of symbolized that, and it was like, you guys made it. Yeah. You guys did everything. You did more than you ever thought you were going to do.
Hell yeah.
And this is what it means to the Aussie public.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Australian motocross won that night, you know.
Well, they did. Like, dude, then the 3 main events that we raced in AusX Open, like, we're just on stock bikes, and like we crappy start the first one, and dude, like the whole shot buttons weren't even set to the right height. Like, we were just like, we're so happy to be home. It was a club day. Like,
in Marvel
dude,
Stadium.
we're just like, yeah, put her in the aggressive mapping on like the stock bike, go ride this thing, and yeah, come through the pack. I think Jett was like 11th. I was like 16th or something. Pass for 15th. The crowd erupts.
Losing
I'm
it.
like, did something happen? Like, what happened? We know Coop's up front. Did he pass? Did he crash? What happened? And then a few parts, like, no, they're cheering for us, and we're like,
way back.
like, we suck right now. But it was cool. And the next one was good main, second, and then the last one was a fun one. Riding with Dean for that main was cool. No, I want to say give him a show, but riding around with Dino was cool, and like keep the crowd engaged, and it was sick. It was a show. It was epic. It was really cool. So that was the coolest thing I've ever experienced. Yeah, sick. A lot of cool memories from that. Bought my wife a real engagement ring, proper stone, a rock.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really cool.
It's one of the things that kind of it disappoints me a bit when I see some of the criticism about you boys and like the whole America thing, and it's just like, fuck, they love America. Like,
But
they
it's
are the
badass,
most,
yeah, because it's a patriotic.
Yeah,
and that's what AusX Open. Australia was patriotic.
Yeah.
Can you say Australia's patriotic? I feel like patriotic is such an American-only term.
Yeah, no, I think,
Because,
yeah,
like, I remember it was 2011 Saint Jean d'Angely. I think it was 2011. Chad, Matt Moss, and I think it was Metcalf.
Yeah,
at Saint Jean. Yeah.
Yep.
And they got third.
Yep.
Epic.
Yep.
All you want to do is bat for the Aussies overseas.
Yeah.
Good result.
Well,
that was huge.
what did we watch growing up? We watched Meddy, we watched Burner, we watched Chad.
Yeah.
That's all I gave a fuck about.
Yeah.
Was like Aussie boys racing Supercross.
Aussie boys racing abroad.
Yeah.
So, like, that was cool to imagine if those 3 guys, well, obviously Matt did, and I think Meddy was still racing in, because he was Suzuki, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine if they come home.
Oh,
be sick.
Kings, bro.
Kings.
Yeah.
Be sick. And yeah, we want to feel like kings coming home. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? That's a selfish, greedy thing. Absolutely we want to. Like, but it was epic. It was cool. I can't wait to go back this year again.
Oh, it's going to be unreal.
It's cool, you know.
And I think
cool.
the more that it happens, the more that it, like, it's just going to build and build and build, you know.
It's cool, like, people telling us, you know, yeah, they're like, dude, the kids are looking up to you in the future and
Yeah,
stuff.
you're the Chad Reed that
you
we
don't
used
see
to
it,
watch.
and it's like, then you go back and you see it, and you're like,
yeah, exactly.
fuck, we need to do more.
Yeah.
We need to do more. Like, it is possible. Like, we've got some young Aussies abroad at the moment, which is cool, you know. It's cool. Seeing Aussies more on the international stage. Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
It is possible.
Yeah.
It is possible.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're right. Like, it's one of the things that, like, the American patriotism. Like, I loved Deegs with the flag at Redbud when he won.
Yeah.
That, to me, I was just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude,
America,
they do it.
fuck yeah.
I remember J-Mart doing it.
Yeah, it's like the coolest
Yeah.
thing that he could have done on 4th of July. Like, that's as perfect story as
It's
it
a
gets.
no-brainer.
And then people were giving him shit for it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, fuck off. Like, we're not doing that.
No,
That's
no,
about as good as it gets.
Yeah,
But
agreed.
it also, at the same time, like, when you guys would be getting shit about, like, oh, they don't, whatever, the anti-American, and I'm like, that's so not the case.
Yeah, it's not the case.
It's the exact opposite. They're fucking Florida rednecks. They're Florida men at this
Yeah.
point. Like, they ride around in mud.
Yeah.
Like, they've embraced this as much as possible.
Yeah.
That narrative shouldn't exist.
No, absolutely. I mean, we live by the laws of the land, and we love it here. We pay our tax here, and, like, we plan on living here for, like, permanently, you know? Like, that's... Our whole life is here. Dude, like, I feel like they forget, like, any war that America goes into, Australian troops,
right there.
we're right there. Like,
Yeah.
what are you guys getting into? Okay, yep, we're there with you. Do they need us? Maybe not. But, fuck it, we'll go. Like, we're like the little brother to America, you know?
Yeah.
Everything in Australia follows America. It's like 5 or 6 years behind America, right? Like, is that fair to say?
Totally, dude.
TV, style,
My number was
fashion.
always 7, but I completely agree. I was like, Australia's 7 years behind America.
Okay, yeah, 7
Yeah.
years. Yep.
So that's my
Yeah,
guess.
like it's, dude, every Australian's dream. Go to the States.
Yeah.
Go over there. Like that's just majority of them.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.